Planet Mars. What do we really know about Mars? Should we ignore the alternative research and information out there? It's quite possible there is a lot more going on, and that it's kept a secret from the public. Will we be told the full truth? Or should we turn our attention to the real whistleblowers and researchers in this space? You might feel that through secret space programs connected to the black budget, missions to Mars are already happening and have been for quite some time. Gary McKinnon showed us this idea is not far-fetched at all thanks to his hack of government computers that revealed much of what goes on in space. Dr. Horace Crater was the professor of physics at the University of Tennessee Space Institute, who recently retired after 40 years. They found that the odds against change that these mounds were simply natural formations were hundreds of millions to one, in some cases, billions to one. What really stands out is the fact that they also point out to the existing information which is already available suggesting artificial surface interventions on Mars. The Stargate Project. The Stargate Project was a joint effort by the CIA and NSA, along with SRI and a few other academic institutions around the world to study parapsychology, telepathy, ESP, remote viewing, etc. The program lasted more than 2 decades, and was funded by millions of dollars. You would think that a black-budget special access program that ran for more than 2 decades had some success, and it did. The Stargate program was used in multiple missions for national security and intelligence collection. Scientist Dr. John Brandenburg, who worked for the government with top-secret security clearances on various projects, shared some very sensitive information. He has worked on the rocket plume regolith interactions on the Moon and Mars, vortex theory of rocket engine design, and the combined Sakharov-Kaluza-Klein theory of field unification for purposes of space propulsion and Mars science. Brandenburg was also the deputy manager of the Clementine mission to the Moon. He stated that the Clementine mission to the Moon was actually a photo reconnaissance mission to check out strange structures on the backside of the Moon that were built by somebody else, not our civilization. He did so in the documentary Aliens on the Moon. Brandenburg has also done extensive research on Mars, having found strong evidence of a past civilization existing millions of years ago before the massive climatic shift. According to him, there was a large nuclear blast that could have caused the climate shift which took place on Mars, and prior to this blast, Mars had a Bronze-Age civilization, with pyramids and other giant structures, like the face on Mars and Aztec-looking like head. Whistleblower Corey Goode from the U.S. Secret Space Program, SSP, said, "There are humans already on Mars and it's been colonized." In December 1986, Goode was recruited into SSP, UNSAP, UN-acknowledged special access programs, under Project Solar Warden. He was assigned to a research vessel in space to study the solar system from December 1986 to December 2007. Mars was first visited by the Germans as far back as the 1930s, but during the 70s, US space programs were actively exploring Mars and other planets to establish bases. In 1980, the US SSP became Solar Warden. Under Project Solar Warden, vast development and colonization occurred on Mars and other planets. Goode continues, bases on Mars were built under the surface. Boriska Kiprianovich. The boy has repeatedly claimed that he was previously a Martian pilot who traveled to Earth. They say his fascination with space soon became his #1 interest, and it wasn't long before he started claiming to have been born on Mars. Researchers have described him as an extremely shy young man with above-average intelligence. His outstanding knowledge of the planetary systems has confounded experts around the world, including scientists. He warns that we will face the same catastrophic fate as his people if we don't listen to him. He says he is not the only child from outer space on Earth, claiming there are others like him who were also sent here on a specific mission to save humanity. He claims they are all reincarnations and referred to as indigo children, who have supernatural abilities and survived the Martian wars. According to Boriska, many Martians are immortal and stop aging at 35. They are very tall, technologically advanced and capable of interstellar travel. Boriska supposedly stated that Mars still has an alien civilization despite suffering a massive nuclear catastrophe in the distant past. He insists there is a lot more to be discovered on Earth, pointing to the Great Pyramid of Giza, which he says hides big secrets. The human life will change when the Sphinx is opened. It has an opening mechanism somewhere behind the ear. I do not remember exactly, claims Bori Bariska. Explains the catastrophe that happened on Mars was caused by a nuclear war waged between the beings living there. There were only a few survivors, who constructed protection lodges and built new weapons.